Hi there, this is Journal Exo from Prosa Tutorials, and in this video I want to talk about getting reviews for your Kindle books. The reason I want to talk about this topic is because there's a lot of nonsense out there of publishers in their YouTube videos. Basically, they never give you an idea of what exactly they do. They give you a very vague idea. They seem to always have this secret strategy to get organic reviews. So in this video I want to talk about what most publishers actually do to get reviews, including myself, and I'm going to talk about this, and by the end of this video I hope that you will have a better understanding of what actually is going on when it comes to getting reviews for your Kindle books, so you can also have a better idea of what you need to do for your own books. So let's get started.
You make me feel like home.
So first let's talk about why do you need to get reviews for your Kindle books. Okay, let's say that you have a book related to yoga and you're targeting this keyword yoga. So what you would want to do so you were able to sell your book more is you would want to rank that book related to yoga in the front page of results for the keyword yoga, because whenever someone went to Amazon and in this tab they selected Kindle Store and search for yoga, what you would want is for people to easily find your book in this listing for yoga. Because if for some reason your book simply lands in the, let's say in the second, third page of results or even further on, what happens is most people simply don't go to these pages, and if they don't go to these pages, they simply won't find your book and purchase it. So basically what you want to do is be able to rank your book in the front page of results, especially in the first 5 results, because when someone is searching for yoga, most likely they purchase one of the first 5 books appearing in this listing. And this is something that happens not just with the keyword yoga, but with any kind of keyword. This is what most people commonly do. They purchase immediately one of the first 5 books appearing over here. Now the problem about being able to rank your books in the front page of results is that you need to get reviews, because this is basically a metric that Amazon uses to rank your book well. They rank your book well based on the number of reviews that it has. So it always needs to have some reviews to be able to rank in the front page of results. And of course, if the books over here have plenty of reviews, then most likely you will need to get even more reviews to be able to compete with them in the front page of results. So getting reviews is extremely important for you to be able to rank your book well inside of Amazon. So when it comes to reviews, basically what Amazon wants publishers and authors doing is they want them to get organic reviews. What is exactly organic reviews? Well, it's basically people going over here to Amazon, searching for the topic that they want, and through this listing they purchase, for example, your book related to yoga. They read your book related to yoga, and while they are reading, they remember to go back to Amazon and leave a review for your book. This is what Amazon considers organic review, and it's basically what they want and what they accept when it comes to reviews. Now the problem about this is very few people ever do that. I mean, I already purchased many books inside of Amazon, and I just left once a review for a book that I really love, but it's not something that I often do, and most people are like that. They simply read reviews, and basically they are way too lazy to go back to Amazon and leave a review for that book. And often that happens if your book is really bad content, and people get really pissed off because they purchased your book and they simply didn't like it because probably has grammatical errors or something like that. And in those cases, yes, people actually go back to Amazon and they leave a negative feedback for your book, but that's something that you certainly don't want to happen. Or other cases, and this is something that also really happens, is people leaving a 3-star review. So when it comes to organic, it's something that won't happen, and if you ever get organic reviews for your book, very likely it won't be 4 or 5-star reviews, and that's something that you also need to get so you're able to basically compete with your competition and get sales for your book. So getting organic reviews is something that doesn't often happen. And the other problem about this is this is very contradicting when it comes to this idea of getting organic reviews is very contradicting. And I'm going to explain what I'm trying to say here. What I mean about this is you got to remember that you aren't a famous author. Nobody had probably ever heard about your name, or otherwise you wouldn't be watching this video, because you wouldn't need it, of course. Now, if you aren't a famous author, and by this I mean you don't have a fan page, a Facebook fan page with thousands and thousands of subscribers, a huge website, a YouTube channel, so nobody ever heard about your name. So when you publish a book, nobody really knows about you. But still, you need to be able to rank your book in the front page of results. And for you to be able to rank your book in the front page of results, you need to at least get some initial reviews, because that is important. You need to get those reviews in order for you to be able to rank your book in the front page of results, where other people are able to find your book, purchase it, and probably leave a review for your book, organic review for your book. But still, you need to get some initial reviews. If you don't have any kind of followers, then how will you actually get those reviews organically? It simply won't happen, because if you don't get reviews, your book won't rank well, other people won't find it and buy it, and you basically don't have anyone finding your book, purchasing your book, and nobody reading your book and possibly leaving organic reviews for your book. So that is the problem, because you still need to get some initial reviews to rank your book so other people are able to find it and purchase it, read it, and leave organic reviews. And if you aren't a famous author, that simply won't happen. You simply won't get those initial reviews, because famous authors like Tony Robbins or other famous authors, what happens is before they even release a book, months before, they are already hyping about their book through social media networks, YouTube videos, through their website. So everyone is going in this hype train, and once they actually release their book, they immediately get thousands and thousands of sales from people who are following them, and still from just those thousands of sales, just a small percentage of those people actually leave an organic review for that book. So it's still a small percentage, but they have a huge amount of followers, which is something that a new publisher simply doesn't have. But still, you need to get some initial reviews in order for you to rank your book so other people may find it and purchase it. So somehow you need to find a way to basically manipulate the way that you get reviews for your book. Now, when it comes to this, there are several ways that people out there are basically telling new publishers to do to get reviews for their book. One of them is by basically going to Amazon, asking top reviewers, because Amazon has a listing of top reviewers. Basically, these are people that go to Amazon, and the only thing that they do is review products, because Amazon actually gives them some special benefits by doing those reviews. And there are people telling you to basically request reviews from those top reviewers. Now, the problem about this is those top reviewers don't accept that, because they know that this goes against Amazon policy. That's basically what you are doing is soliciting reviews, which is something that Amazon simply doesn't allow. So none of these top reviewers will actually allow you, will actually accept your request and leave a review in your book, for example, in exchange for a free copy of your book. None of them will actually do that. If you email them, most of them simply won't reply to your email, or if they reply, they simply will tell you that they won't do that. So that is something that doesn't work. The other strategy is by building an email list of subscribers. So basically you build an email list of subscribers. Now the problem with this is still, if you, for example, you build an email list of subscribers, you have let's say a couple of subscribers, and throughout the email you tell them to purchase your book and leave a review. Now, once again, this is soliciting reviews, which is something that Amazon doesn't accept. So you are still going against what Amazon wants. And the other thing about this is building an email list is something that is very time consuming and it's a slow process. Even let's say that you would probably take a month or more for you to get 100 subscribers. You send them an email and most of your subscribers, probably just, let's say from 100 subscribers, probably only 10 of them will leave a review for your book. Actually purchase your book and leave a review for your book. So it's still a very small percentage, and most likely just getting 10 reviews for your book won't be enough for you to actually be able to rank that book for the keyword that you want. So that is also a very slow process and it's very time consuming. So the only really valid way for you to get reviews, and this is something that most people don't like this idea, is by doing review swapping. That is the only valid strategy for you to be able to more quickly build your Kindle business and actually do money with your Kindle business. I know that a lot of people don't like this idea of doing review swapping, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, basically this is, it can either be you or you hiring a virtual assistant. The process consists on you searching for other authors that are looking for reviews for their book, and basically you get their book, you review their book, and they also, and in exchange they get your book and they review your book. So basically there's an exchange when it comes to reviews, and that is what we call review swapping. Now this is something that you can do, or it can be a virtual assistant. In my case, I prefer to hire a virtual assistant because that is a very monotonous process and it's something that I simply don't want to do. So I basically tell my virtual assistant that I want them to get 40 or 50 reviews for my book, and they go out there and they exchange with other virtual assistants that are looking for reviews on their book. And basically there's an exchange when it comes to this. A lot of people don't like this idea. They consider this kind of immoral, that it's something that they simply don't like. But honestly, this is the only valid way for you to quickly build your Kindle business successfully, because building an email list is something that is very slow, and still you're going against Amazon policies because you're basically soliciting reviews anyway, and that's something that Amazon simply doesn't allow. So the only valid way is really doing review swapping, and this is something that a lot of people out there simply don't want to talk about throughout their YouTube videos. The reason that they don't want to talk about that, and they kind of give you this idea that they are getting them organically, which they certainly aren't getting organic reviews because they aren't famous authors, so they most likely are swapping reviews, but they still tell people that they are getting them organically because that is what people want to hear, because most people consider swapping reviews something immoral. So basically tell people what they want to hear. They give you this very vague idea of what they are doing, this special technique to get organic reviews, but unfortunately most likely they don't have any kind of secret trick, and the only thing that they want is for you to get their course or whatever they are trying to sell you. And basically it's not true, because most publishers, if they aren't a famous author, then most likely they are doing review swapping. I know that a lot of people may consider this immoral, but this is the truth, and this is what most people are doing inside of Amazon when it comes to getting reviews. And you need to find a way to get reviews in order for you to be able to rank your books in Amazon, because I mean that is really the fact. If you don't get reviews for your book, it doesn't matter how good the content inside of your book is, the cover of your book, it doesn't really matter, because you simply won't be able to rank your book in the front page where it's visible and where people actually can find it and purchase it. So that is the thing. If you want to rank your book, basically the only valid way is to swap reviews or build an email list very slowly. It's a very slow process. It's something that certainly won't happen one day to another, and until you are able to build a successful and a Kindle business that earns you a lot of money, it will take far longer that way, and it's something that is quite a slow process. And still, I must remind you, even by building an email list, you're still soliciting reviews, which is something that Amazon simply doesn't like. So basically, that is what is happening inside of Amazon when it comes to reviews. Anyway, if you are struggling with Kindle publishing, or if you want to build a highly profitable Kindle business, I recommend for you to get one of the best video courses out there for nonfiction called Self-Publishing Revolution. This is exactly the video course that I got a few months ago, and it's where I learned most of what I know nowadays about Kindle publishing. You can find the link right below on the description from this video. You can either get the monthly plan or the lifetime plan depending on what you want. And I would say that this is the only course out there that actually has students showing proven results of what they accomplished by following the instructions inside of this course. You can see on the landing page of Self-Publishing Revolution several dashboards of students, such as this student that did $6,000 with his Kindle course, this other student that did $25,000 with his Kindle business, which is really impressive with Kindle. So you have plenty of students showing proven results of the amount of money that they did by following this course. So you have a link right below if you want to get this course. Anyway, if you have any questions, just leave it on the comment section right below. I'll try to reply to you as soon as possible. Also, leave a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can receive my weekly video updates where I talk about WordPress, internet marketing, and a lot more. Stay there, stay tuned with Pro Tutorials, and bye!
I'm calling for you.